morning everyone, happy day 12 of Vlogmas. Can't believe it's already day 12 of Vlogmas. That's intense. I hope that you're all well. Today is shop update day in the corner of craft. It's also market day for Mario because he is a baker. He's set up his own bakery 2 months ago now and he does markets. So I'm going to be helping him out with them. I've got my Jedramets ready to go. And yes, I am wearing a Christmas jumper that you've seen a good few times. But this is the warmest one I own. And I'm stood outside, so I'm going to need to be warm. This is not the best angle. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I'm wearing this one again. But I have gingerbread house earrings in. And yeah, this is the warmest one I own. I can't think what it's made up of. Let me check. It's mainly acrylic, but it has a bit of alpaca in it, which I guess is why it's toasty. But yeah, that's why I'm wearing this one today, because it's extra warm. Yeah, I hope that you're all well and that you had a lovely Saturday. Today is Saturday. And yeah, the cats are all fed. I managed to upload yesterday's video. I ended up going to bed super late and then overslept this morning. The cats were not happy. Also, I forgot to put some crunchy bits down for them because we put crunchy bits down for them through the night, like when we go to bed. And I forgot, so bless them this morning. They'd be hungry. It's okay, they've eaten all their food. And I'll put some crunchy bits down before I leave, which should be, I should go do that soon. Today's market isn't a super long one. It's 10 till 1, so not super long. And then I can come back and do some work, finish bead weaving for the Stitch Marker Club. Finally, I've got 2.5 left to make. Come on. And also prep, twist up the yarn club, which I've kept in here overnight because it was dry. And label that. And also something else I was going to do. Oh, finding on stitch markers and getting everything prepped for packaging, like cutting up a load of bubble wrap and hole punching a load of business cards and threading yarn through them and just getting it all ready. So tomorrow's packaging day isn't so long. That's the plan anyway. I managed to get a few rounds done on Mario's Christmas jumper. I mean, it's not a Christmas jumper, Mario's jumper I'm knitting for Christmas yesterday whilst I was editing, so that was good. And yeah, I just need to get back to knitting it now. These are done. And once this club's done and everything's done, I'll be just bead weaving for, well, future shop updates, but also for yarn festivals I'm doing next year. So I have some knitting time in the evenings. I'm going to go and gather everything, get everything ready, so I'm not rushing about last minute. And next time you see me, we might be in the van, or we might all be set up. So we're back home. I have terrible hat hair because I sat with a hat on, well, stood with a hat on the whole time. But we are home. It is a cold one today. I rushed around making those mitts, and did I wear them? No, of course not. But I know that had I not brought them, then I would have needed them. So, but yes, the market went well. Good takings. It was quieter than the last time. I think people are being a lot more cautious with this new variant, and what with it being so close to Christmas, people want to guarantee that they can have the Christmas that they want, which makes a lot of sense. We kept masks on and the like, and yes, but not too much left over, but there is a cheeky bit of focaccia, so I will be having focaccia and soup for dinner, and it will be tasty. Hey folks, so as you can tell by the lighting, it's a bit later in the day. We ate lunch and we chilled out, had a cup of tea. It was delightful. And I have finished bead weaving the Stitch Marker Club, finally. And Mario needs to head back to the bakery because he's got to do a mix ready for tomorrow's bake because he's setting up for a couple of hours in a village north of Nottingham, which is very exciting. But yeah, like I say, the market went really well. We managed to miss the rain, which was good because it's raining right now and that's not less than pleasant. But I need to go twist up the yarn club, label all that up, put finding on the Stitch Marker Club, hole punch cards, cut bubble wrap and all of that fun stuff. So we've just kicked the cats out of the living room because Mario had a nap on the sofa because he's been awake since 3 a.m. So he just had a short nap and snuggled with the bubs, and it was very cute. I thought I'd open 3 of my advent calendars at least because my Chromatic Yarns one is upstairs, so I'll do that when I head up. But starting with Bird and Blend, this was sent to me. Well, one of them was sent to me. I bought this one. But they did send me an advent calendar, and I am an affiliate with them, just to be transparent. And today is day 11, and today's tea is panettone. Mario's gonna love this one. Notes of spiced fruit in this festive green blend. So it's a green tea, which you brew at 80 degrees. That's a tip on how to make the tea less bitter. If you find you don't like green tea, let the water cool for a bit before you add the tea. So it's Chinese sencha green tea, Chinese chunmi green tea, Schisandra berries, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, apple pieces, rosehip, hibiscus, orange peel and natural flavouring. Panettone. A link to today's tea, if you like the sound of it, will be in the description box below. And yes, Mary's heading off. Bye, Mario. Next up we have the Fibre Fox Advent Calendar, the lovely Georgine Ben. And we're on to day 11, which is the next row down. What's this? 17. Is it this side? 24. Is it the front? 11. Worked it out. Ah, pretty. This one is called Rose Gold. I'm not really doing it justice, but it is a really pretty colour with light speckling on it. Lovely. I am going to pop the kettle on, make myself a cup of tea, and then head upstairs and twist up the yarn club and label everything and get everything ready for tomorrow's packaging day, which is fun, but doing things in advance speeds up the process a little bit, so worth doing. Anyway, let's go make a cup of tea. Okay, we're trying really hard for the cats to not jump on the counter. Arguably, there's never like food prepped over there because it's, but still, we try so hard to discourage cats on the counter. We lift them down all the time and tell them no, and we don't reward the behaviour and blah blah blah, and still, on the counters they leap. We don't leave any food out that they want to eat or anything, and still, up they leap. Okay, tea is made. Time to go twist some yarn. Okay, it's not the most ideal lighting, but day 11 of the Chromatic Yarns Advent Calendar. I'm sure you can't see anything over there. I really like this colourway. I was having a play with colour on this day. It was a lot of fun. It is pink. It's just, this light is yet very yellow. But this colourway is called Hex. And yeah. Pinks and a bit of black and a bit of fluorescent pink and a bit of like mulberry pink. It's really pretty. If I remember, I will show it to you when in better light that is less yellow. I just fiddled with the white balance. The white balance was on the wrong setting. This is what it looks like. Okay, it's still pretty blown out. Okay, it wasn't just that. So I thought we'd have a little natter whilst I'm putting findings on stitch markers, because you can't watch me do this because they're surprise stitch markers. But, oh, there's a bub up here. Good. An extra thing to worry about. It was really funny. The other day, Mario needed to print off some more stickers. And he's stolen some of my stickers. Well, I've said he can use them. And uses my printer even though he has a printer of his own. Don't know. But that's fine. He came up to print something and managed to let the cats in. And when the cats are in here with me, it's not a problem. They don't play with the wool. They don't play with the yarn. They just get on with it and that's fine. But suddenly this skein appears downstairs. Now, well, not in anyone's defense, in the bub's defense, I suppose, it was laying, I have 3 skeins of this colourway, and did I just drop a stitch marker? I have 3 skeins of this colourway, and this was October's Mystery Yarn Club colourway, and the reason that I have 3 of them is because the yarn's been cut at some point. I didn't notice until after I dyed it, and so I complained because it wasn't me that did it, and they refunded me the cost of the yarn, but it's still annoying because I had to go out and dye some emergency yarn. And like, it's definitely cut, it's not just split, which is weird. But I have 3 skeins of it and I don't really know what to do with it. I'm thinking about putting it in the shop as seconds, heavily reduced. And just saying like, just so you know, it's cut in multiple places on some of them. And then people buy it knowing what they're getting. I don't know, I guess that's always an option. I'm really worried I've just thrown a stitch marker now. I'm going to do a very quick count. I did not lose a stitch marker. We're all good, we're all good, we're all good. Right. Time to put some findings on these bad boys. It's really fun doing markets with Mario because it's completely different from like other stuff I've done before. But at the same time, it's very similar to other stuff I've done before. Because I used to work in hospitality, so it's kind of a similar thing, and it's nice because it's face-to-face customer stuff, which is really fun and not something you tend to get when you own an online business. And I know that some people hate face-to-face customer stuff, but I actually don't mind it and quite like it. I love a bit of casual customer service. So yeah, it's something that I miss from having a normal day job when I'm doing, well, this. But it's good because it means that I do get some face-to-face interaction as well. The only flaw is that when I'm helping Mary on a market stall, we have a system where I'm the money. I take all the money and he bags up the food, and it's a good system and it works and whatnot. The problem is that I have to take time off work to help him, which I'm more than happy to do. But it means I don't really get time off because I'm either working on my business or I'm helping him with his. Oh, other bub is up here as well. That's a mirror. That's literally you. You're looking at yourself. I know you know they're cupboards because you're not stupid, but you're not going in the cupboards. No matter how much Mario leaves them open. I'm just going to move that yarn that I've got over there one sec. I have a few skeins left over from previous yarn clubs that I might photograph and put in the shop maybe after Christmas and do a bit of a de-stash. I've got some yarn in that I want to de-stash that I've bought from other people that I don't think I'll use. But I also want to de-stash some yarn that I've just had sat around for a while. So I might have a bit of a sale post-Christmas. Nothing too major and nothing that's in stock, but just stuff that's that I've got like a blue, I have so many blue IKEA bags. I have a blue IKEA bag over there just full of yarn, so I might pop that in. Pop some of that in it, in the shop. Bit of a de-stash post-Christmas. The plan is to go down to my parents in January, in the beginning of January for a few days, because Mary is going to be doing a New Year's Eve delivery and Christmas delivery. Not Christmas Day, but 23rd and 24th of December, so we couldn't go down for Christmas. So we're going to the in-laws for Christmas, which is fab. They're a bit more local. And then, yeah, going down to my parents maybe. But I mean, it's all a bit up in the air, isn't it, with this new variant? Who knows? Who knows what will happen? But I won't lie, I am glad that mask wearing's been brought back, because I didn't stop wearing my mask. So I'm glad that it's been brought back. It's been brought back in the UK, for those who are unaware. It feels like we take 2 steps forward and like 3 steps back, and it's very frustrating. But hey, we just gotta wait until we're called to have our boosters, because I am fully vaccinated. But yeah, they're doing it all in orders. So now they're calling 40 plus, I think. Not too much longer, hopefully. I'm gonna keep putting the stitch marks on these, because I'm got my attention in 3 different places. One on the camera, one on the bubs, which are in two different, well, one of the bubs is sat in a blue IKEA bag. Luckily it's empty. And one on my stitch markers. And the stitch markers are sliding, so I need to focus my attention. So we're T-minus 20 minutes till the shop update. And I've just finished labelling everything. I've just finished packing up the Stitch Marker Club. I've kept 1 Stitch Marker Club out. And yeah, I've still got a lot of cards ready to go from the last shop update, which is good. And I can cut some bubble wrap up tomorrow, because I am tired and I am done for now. I've picked out my skeins that I want to photograph tomorrow, because I like to do that as I'm twisting them. Get the ones that best represent the colours in there, because depending how you twist it, you can dye the skeins all the same, but depending how you twist them depends on how the colours show up, but it also depends how where the colours land, as it were. So I've picked out the ones that I feel like best represent the colourway, and you can see most of the colours that are in it, because some skeins, for example, if you do not many speckles of a colour, because you don't want it to be the predominant colour, when you twist it they can get hidden, so I try and find the one that's got some of everything on show, because yeah, I feel like that just makes sense. I didn't finish my tea, so it's going to be cold. It is cold. And yeah, I'm going to go downstairs, chill with Mario, because he came back about an hour and a half ago. It was just a small mix, because he's just popping up in a small village for a couple of hours, and it's his first time doing this, and he doesn't know how much to take or how it will sell. And the joys with perishables is that you don't really want much left over, whereas me at a yarn show, I can make a crap ton and I don't sell much of it. That's okay, because I can take it to the next yarn show. It's not the end of the world. But if he doesn't sell, for example, anything basically, the only thing that he can really keep for a while is the Christmas cake, because that lasts indefinitely. I mean, it doesn't, but you know what I mean, it's a Christmas cake. And the croutons have a longer shelf life, because they're essentially stale bread. And yeah. But other things, you don't want loads left over. But yeah. Right. I'm going to take the evening off work, other than vlogging. I think we're going to get a cheeky takeaway. It's nice to treat yourself occasionally. We don't do takeaways often, so it's nice to treat yourself when you do. And yeah. Could watch a Christmas film, might watch The Witcher. I was watching Strictly, but I'm kind of off it. So I don't know if I'll watch Strictly. But I will be knitting Mario's jumper, that's for sure. Because it needs knitting really, doesn't it? Yum. I love cold tea. Anyone else like cold tea? I don't know, it's just nice, isn't it? Good evening, everyone. I hope that you're all well. We've got a takeaway from a Greek place. It was fine. We won't be getting it again. That is my summation. I've been watching Strictly Come Dancing, which is the UK's equivalent of Dancing with the Stars. Didn't explain that earlier. So yeah, it's the semi-finals this week. And is it a couple of weeks I've not watched it? So I'm a little bit out of the loop, but There are 4 people in it still that I really like, and I'd be happy if any of them, except for one of them I don't really care about. But yeah, I don't really mind who wins at this point. I don't get too passionately involved in things, because I just don't. I am knitting the single mold jumper. Where's the back? Here's the back. Pattern by Max the Knitter, and it's Mario's Christmas present. So still going. Thank you so much to everyone who shopped the shop update. Cold resistance sold super quick, which is mad. A couple of people bought sweaters quantities of the yak, so that gone very quickly. And then the stitch markers have sold very quickly as well. I'll be packaging all of this up tomorrow for you. And yeah, I'll close the shop tomorrow morning. Or at some point. I'll close the shop at some point tomorrow. And yeah, I'll be packaging all day tomorrow. So that is the plan of action. I was saying to Mario about how, I have notebooks everywhere, saying to Mario about how I need to do this more often and just be like, cool, I'm shutting the shop, I'm not doing anything for a little bit. Because as soon as my shop update was done, my brain was like, Resistance's collection, I could do this colourway, this colourway, this colourway. Thank you so much to everyone who left suggestions in yesterday's vlog. I very much appreciate it. They've been very helpful. So I have a little list going. And I think, I haven't decided how many colourways I want to do in the collection, but I originally called it the Resistance collection, and I was just like, oh, that sounds a bit, I don't know, not what I intend. So Resistance's collection, not as catchy, Resistance collection, but it makes me think of La Résistance in like World War II and stuff. But we've got Cold Resistance, obviously we've seen, but I'm thinking of trying to do it so I have like coordinating colours together, because I find it much easier to buy yarn for patterns, for example, a 2-colour shawl or whatever, when I can see the 2 colours like next to each other. Yeah, so at the moment the only duo that I've worked out is Cold Resistance, which we got, and Lightning Resistance, which I think will be like pale turquoises and teals with maybe some black speckles through it. Because I think that would be cool. But I've got Cold Resistance, Fire Resistance, which Fire Resistance will be like warm, reds, oranges, blah, blah, blah. Spell Resistance, unsure of the colourway. Damage Resistance, which I have broken down, but that would be too many colourways. Acid Resistance, which will be like greens and yellows. Not sure about that one, because I think it would be really pretty, but in my experience, greens and yellows don't sell that well. I don't know. Charm Resistance, which I think would be cool, but once again, can't think of what the colour would be right now. Lightning Resistance, which I've just said. Someone commented, I'm guessing it's pronounced Eleanor, because it's a double L. I was going to say Elena, but I think it's Eleanor. Said Chaos Resistance was a thing, so that sounds fun. That would be really fun. And then there's also Poison Resistance, which I'm interpreting to be like a deep green, so it's different from Acid Resistance. But it could be greens and blacks, I suppose, if not. But yeah, it's then trying to like pair things together in coordinating colours, which would be fun. But yeah, there were probably loads more. But I then just was like, oh God, I actually need to knit this jumper. That's a bit more pressing for time. So I have more time to work on this. I'm thinking of working on some of the colourways in the week running up to Christmas, and also the week between Christmas and New Year. I think I will also have some time to work on it, and then maybe release it in January or early February for pre-order. Unsure. I think that would be cool though. Yes. But yeah, if you also have any ideas or if any colours come to mind immediately, I'm going to look more into it. I just realised that I actually wasn't watching Strictly, and Strictly Come Dancing is something you actually have to watch, not just listen to. So yes, I stopped writing stuff down. Story of my life. But yeah, I'm very excited about that new collection. So yeah, I just need to take the pressure off my brain, and then it can actually think of ideas. I don't know. So yeah, that is where I'm going to leave that video today. I pushed my glasses too far up my face. I am going to edit this down this evening, so tomorrow morning I can just get straight into packaging, because I think that will help me out a lot. Get a nice early start on it, get straight into it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit of a different one, and you haven't seen as much of my day, but for most of the morning, all morning, I was at the market and was serving people, so I couldn't just randomly be like, hang on, whoo, filming. That's not how it works. And then this afternoon I was twisting and packaging things that are a mystery, and I don't want to ruin the surprise for the people that have ordered them. So yeah, that's that. But I'll be sorting out postage and packaging and blah blah tomorrow, and then it'll be, then my mum and dad are coming up, so then I need to work out how to film around them. Oh, it's going to be awkward. I'm not going to be able to have my little chat. I'll work it out. If you'd like to follow me on social media, please feel free. Links, as always, can be found in the description box below, along with any other information that I think you might need, like the tea that I got on my advent calendar today, if you think that that's something you would want to try. I told Mario when he got back, he was like, ooh, so I think he'll have one tomorrow. That'll be good. If you would like to leave a comment, the daily check-in, we love to see it. It would be lovely if you left a comment on the video. You can also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps to push my video into the YouTube algorithm, and yeah, it all helps. Feel free to subscribe. I'm posting a video every day in the run up to Christmas, and it would be lovely to have you join the party that is the Corner of Craft. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in tomorrow's video. Bye. That is very soon. Tomorrow.